Now isn't this a tease? So, with the blue parts coming out, you'd think we'd be working on TW20, but we're not. Well, what we are doing is emptying the pickup, because we did TW20 parts all cleaned up or power washed. But yesterday in the yard, not just in the yard, but I think I got 18 acres of soybeans that I can cut, and we're gonna go see if we can make that happen. But I don't want what's left of my paint gone. We're gonna get it out. All right, we'll meet you back up in a bit. Oh, I don't know. Did I say welcome to Farm 26? Appreciate you guys for stopping in. All right, I'm gonna get this done. We'll go get ahead. I like to know what I've got in there for. Maybe that's a little better there. That's actually kind of fun. Well, there you go. She's empty. And yeah, the 20, she's in with the toolboxes. So I mean, we are planning on going forward with her. I know it's been a long time in coming, but it's just been an awful, let's just say, fun year this year. I've had a lot of unexpected turns on the farm. Yeah, just it's been busy. Nothing horrible, but yeah. So there she is, and we're gonna go get ahead. Five inches. Yeah, now I went too far. Ooh. Yeah, that'll get her. We're gonna try this one. Know if it works for sure or not. But yeah, we're taking beans. 9,500. There's not a lot to go yet. And this is at XCRP field. So where I had chemical incorporated well, it isn't too bad. I mean, it's green. I ain't gonna say that it isn't. But yeah, it's yielding a whole about 15 bushel to the acre, which yeah, isn't anything to be bragging about. But once again, you go all summer long without rain. You can't expect 30. And you'd be surprised how many people combine 30 around here locally, just as an average. So 15 with no water isn't the end of the world. Yeah, like all the gopher piles, man, I'm just halfway cringing. Beans are short, gopher piles makes it not what I want to be doing, but what do you do? So, and we are on coming right up to where the TW went down. Not there quite yet, but it's just while you're looking at it, you look down in that hole, and that's where he give the ghost. Hopefully it took the video sideways. Okay, and then this one, we're all blind, and I kind of don't think you're going to be able to see squat. I think my angle's all wrong, but I can't see the viewer. Yep, more of these 70 bushel beans. I wish. Nah, at least we're getting something off this. This was planted so late, I'm actually kind of surprised that it matured up better than some of the stuff at home, which was planted plenty early. Still standing on account of its green yet. Well, it's not green yet, but it's wet yet. It was green 3 days ago. Not all of it, but enough. Yeah, I am. I'm kind of real curious what you guys are looking at. We're just going to do a pass, and then it's going to be back to the cup holder. See here, these beans they're not tall, but boy, is there a lot of pods right in this low spot. I wish the whole thing was this way. I don't really care if my beans are short. Without the gopher piles, though. I think them gophers are going to get a little steel treatment, and I kind of wonder how they're going to like a winter after a chisel plow. That's one thing I have found. You can do what you want with CRP, but if you don't chisel it a couple times, it just doesn't seem to pan for anything good. So we're gonna chisel this yet this fall. I gotta spend a day running around with a chisel plow and I don't take any corn out. I'll be all right with that. So I can take corn in the snow. My outer header height here is kind of flaky on me today. 1 minute it's working great, and then the next minute it'll go up but not down. I really hope it's just, well, the head got rained on a couple times. I kind of hope it's just water in that plug. You know, we'll get that dried out. Or a simple connection there. All I did is plug it together and I come out to the field, you know. Other than that, it's cutting nice. It isn't feeding great, but that's because we got short feeds. Down again. Let's see what you guys are. So it's not all bad. Just pulled the switch for the auger. We'll get something out of it. That's better than kicking the hind end. But the disappointing thing is there won't be much of a heap. If any. I'm actually gonna take you outside. There she is, going. There she is. Yeah, from the cab you can't see the pile in there. That is a pretty big box, so yeah, you can get bigger, but well, on On to the next. Well, here you go. Cracked my dang pitman arm. Still got 30 acres to go, but yeah, we're gonna pull this apart, but I think I'm gonna throw you in time lapse because it's awful windy. All I'm gonna do is pull these two, start pulling this bottom off. I'll probably pull this this plate off here, that way I can get up under there. All right. So here's the head that I crashed last year, and I crashed him into a rock, and we're gonna see if we can't pick him up. What do we got going here? Why is he not picking? Our pin's out. Yeah, I kind of don't like those hooks like there. Let me get them up in the. So I think I found out why I've had a few cutter bar issues. This weight is missing on that other wobble box. Yeah, this head or that other head had always had a shake to it. I think that's all of it. So I'm gonna rip this one out, and we'll put them in the good head. All right. Well, we won. Sorry, I was looking at something there. So I quit videoing just on the plain simple account that it's cold out and windy out, and I couldn't get the phone to stay in its where I needed it to be. So I just said I'm going to get it done. But I did. I pulled the pulled the wobble box out of the head that I crashed, put it back together, and it was basically, I'm not sure how much you guys saw or not. I don't know. I'd have put a little more into it, but yeah, look at these beans. There ain't anything coming out of the auger. Actually, you know what? I gotta leave something for the deer anyway. There we go. There's our strip. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so I video everything with my phone. I'd like to get a different camera, but not being monetized, I'm not sticking cash into the channel any more than I have to. I already stick way too much time. But yeah, these so they're gonna get better as I go today. But these here, I knew they weren't gonna be anything. If these end up going this third of the field, if they end up going 8-9 bushel, I'd be very surprised. Kind of thinking they'll be like 5. There is the odd one coming out of the auger, but it's definitely not rated. But yeah, while we're up and going, there is rain scheduled this afternoon. I don't have a clue what time it is, but it's got to be noon, if not just after. Be surprised if I'm just before. But I'm gonna go cut until we get into some better beans, and then I'll bring you guys back. Well, there we go, into the box. I kind of didn't think I'd have to do this there for a while. I would say up to this part of the field, it's been about 10 bushel to the acre. It hasn't been fun, been a lot of ground covered. But we've got some left yet. And we'll take you through until the rain. If you look, the clouds are starting to get heavy outside. But I think we can finish without pushing too hard as well. So, but yeah, there you're getting a good bump in there. Should be able to fill the box, which should bring it up to I don't know, 14, 12, something like that. All right. Okay, let's try this. Into the cup we go. There. So, I don't know if you can see on the reel or not, but it started sprinkling. So, I shut the tarp on that Demco box. It's the only box I got with a tarp. But it's going to take a bit before the beans themselves pick up moisture. The stems are already getting tough. But yeah, we're going to finish the field, I think. I got so little to do. Okay, let's go get that corner real quick. That was worth doing. Some of it is, some of it isn't, you know. But the trouble is, if you skip over what isn't, there's something just in the next, you know what I mean? Well, I hope this rain doesn't come anything too fast. I would like to get the grain tank clean because I really don't want to fold it all up to run it to a shed. It takes about 15 minutes or so, which, you know, isn't a big deal, but Got a 5-mile run to the shed too, so, or to the shed that this fits in. I'll be honest with you, if we were in corn, I'd just fill the hopper and throw a tarp over it. But this is the last hopper of beans, and we are done. Unless someone calls me and says, hey, I need you to go cut some acres for me, I might entertain that. I shouldn't say might, I probably would. I don't think I'd have to think too hard on that. This year's just been too dry of a year to not turn, or to turn money away. Not that I'm all, you know, I don't have to be rich, but sometimes rich and comfortable are two very different things. I just know I got some expenses coming. Yeah, it's dripping faster and faster. I don't know if you can hear him or not, but that cylinder. There really isn't much to do yet, though. Forgot the ditch. I don't know if you guys can pick it out or not, but there's a little drainage ditch right in front of the head. Matter of fact, the corner just went over it. That little doesn't look like much, but I tell you what, that little ditch drains, I would say, half the property, half the 80 acres, probably 40 acres drains through that ditch. I mean, it's a slow path to get there, but without it, right now where we're cutting, you wouldn't have soybeans. You get grass, but that's about it. You aren't going to have corn, just ground out. Yeah, they're starting to get pretty dang tough. Wasn't the last of the last, I wouldn't do it. Okay, now here's one for you. I've got a little bit, I can't cut the full width of the head. So if you cheat over, so you're always filling your cylinder, you'll always separate. I don't know if you understand what I mean by that, but you always want something going in. It's not that it won't separate, it just won't do near as good a job. Well, on the good side, we'll be able to take corn with the deer. I had them kind of in reserve for just to get blast these soybeans out. There were just too many green pods in them to take them earlier. I lost a guard. I got one guard that's stuff's hanging up on one knife, which isn't the end of the world, but it screws in your header height. you lose whatever row you're cutting on too. So. Not real worried. We're walking away from a deer stand, and I do hunt deer. I don't think there's anything ethically wrong with that. Matter of fact, I am to the stance where you think there is something ethically wrong about that, you kind of need to quit eating altogether. I got to get this done because if we get any rain at all, this corner will be soft. Yeah, it is. It's getting tough enough now where it's not feeding right at all. But we've only got so little to go. Only gonna be a couple minutes. We'll be done. Never run it before. I generally shut down before I got to run it. Well, the dust stopped coming from behind me, so you know how good that is. One little tiny swipe left. And this is it. 2021 soybeans. Done. I would say I've got I don't know. I was trying to think yield for you, but to be honest with you, I'm kind of tired. I could use the rain. All right, well, I'm going to stop you there. We'll see you once we're to the box. Okay, so if you can see that little pile up in there, we're going to have to unload these right away. That's just rain going in the tank. It'll be all right because that will get spread out and we are going to put some air on it. But yeah, it won't be a full gravity box, but it's worthwhile. Well, I'm going to let that run just a little bit longer, the way some of this shakes out of the tank here. Alright, see you in the yard. Well, by no means am I going to call it spotless, but I got all the big stuff off. You know, it is dirty enough where I think I'm going to power wash just the outside. I'm not going to get into any corners and crevices because we got corn to go yet. And some of that, I didn't blow out certain spots because all they do is collect. But yeah, we're gonna run her up the pressure washer and give it all a good outside cleanup. Yeah, and I think what we're gonna do is start a new video on corn head and getting the corn done. So we'll see you there. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.